Um, Hello, class. My name is Quinn Russ, and this is my reflection for Chapter 9 entitled Becoming an Effective Teacher in a Challenging World. I'm going to try to answer three questions here. The first one says, what changes have you seen in your lifetime that have affected what today's schools are like? And basically, there are two changes that I've noticed. One is the introduction of technology, and the second one is the apparent elimination of teacher led prayer. And of course, I could go on about technology. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about the installation and incorporation of internet computers, smart boards, etc. For example, when I was in school, there were only three computers in an entire school. Now you can find up to four student desktops in one classroom. And of course, with student, actually teacher-led prayer, I still remember when one of my elementary school teachers led us in prayer right before she took us to lunch. Now, there is another question here saying, what are your concerns about becoming a teacher? Right now, more than anything else, the impact part of my concern is the one that is most foremost in my mind right now, because I really do want my students to make the most of the time that they have with me and the most of the time that they have when they're officially my students. And I want them to be the best that they can be, and just as I will always try to give them my best as well. Now, it asks if those concerns have changed since the beginning of this semester, and in one way they have. Now, the impact component of my concern has always been there, and it always will be. However, one thing that I noticed is when I first started this course, in chapter 1, we were talking about the teacher evaluation process, and I noticed how detailed that was. I started to just get more started to question, okay, well, how will I do with this? The self oriented concern started to take over, and it started to overshadow the impact part of my concern a little bit. Then the interesting thing was, after that we moved on to other chapters, and I was moving on with other chapters in my other course as well as other responsibilities that I have in my everyday life. And things were moving so fast that I did not have any time to think about whether or not I could do something. All I had time to think about was what has to be done and how can I do it. Now, but fortunately, the impact part of my concern always will be there. The last question asks what I think about a great teacher. There are three things that stood out to me on this list here. And the first one says, a great teacher has the ability to be flexible, optimistic, self-reflective, progressive, and innovative. When I hear the term flexible, I'm thinking immediately about that pedagogical content knowledge that our book mentions. When I hear the term optimistic, I'm thinking about someone who has a positive attitude and is able to let that positive energy rub off onto everyone around them. When I hear the term self-reflective, I'm thinking about someone who has the ability to adjust in accordance with the results of trial and error. And I think that goes right in hand with progressiveness. And when I hear the term innovative, I'm thinking about someone who is creative and who is very resourceful. Um, and I know I'm running over a little bit on time right now, but the last two that were standing out to me were that a great teacher collaborates with families, peers, and the community, and that a great teacher gives back through mentoring. I'm out of time right now. I've run over, but I thank you for your time, and I look forward to listening to what you all have to say as well. Thank you.